Moving forward.
Wake up, y'all. Come on, have a great day.
Good morning, Wilmington. What's going on? I'm your main man, Big Iv, the talk of the town, Mr. DETV, and I'm here with my lovely, lovely co-host,
Vincenza, and good morning, Wilmington, and good morning, Ivan.
Good morning, Vin. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, even though it's a little gloomy today on this early Monday morning.
I'm happy for gloom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything on this side of COVID, I am happy for. I've learned to be more gracious and more patient with everything. So
You're right. You are
hopefully
so right.
you feel the same.
However, I'm over the rain. It's been raining for too many days now, and I know that with rain comes the sunshine and whatnot.
Flowers and all that good
but
stuff.
the fall is here.
No, that weather changed quick,
yes.
didn't it?
It's been very cold.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I was bundled up. If you see me walk in before we start filming, I'm bundled up with a scarf, hat, gloves.
I saw you get out the car this morning.
Yeah, it was.
Well, you know, it's big body season. Big bodies are in this time around.
That's all right.
Getting to the cushy part of winter, going into it.
Well, with the gloomy weather, it doesn't stop all the exciting things that are happening around town, especially in the city of Wilmington.
Oh my God, the new Wilmington.
I love when you say that.
The
I
new
really do.
Wilmington.
Someone who's born and raised in the state of Delaware, grew up here, knows and sees the change. I see the change, and I love when you say that because you are so right about that.
Yeah.
The new Wilmington. And I'm proud to be a part of it.
Oh my God, you and me both. It is beautiful. It's beautiful. And speaking of beautiful, we had a beautiful weekend. How was your weekend?
It was wonderful, even though, again, the weather, whatever, it didn't stop us from doing what we love and what we love to do and spending time, and you know me, spending time with the family on Sundays. I had an opportunity to visit my family from Brooklyn, New York. A shout out to all my family and friends in Brooklyn, New York, but a special shout out to my cousin, Francis. It's his birthday today.
Hey, Francis.
Yes, his actually a lot of his family, my aunts, uncles, and whatnot, they all tune in from Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, so that's who it is.
Yes,
okay.
Good morning. Well, they're always tuning in live.
Right.
They're saying, hey, from Brooklyn, New York. So a shout out to Francis Cadaspati. Happy birthday. I was so excited to be with the family, as you know. But it was, just a quick day trip. And then I knew I had to get back to reality. Had to be here for you.
And I appreciate it. Some people think that New York is like really far, far away.
It's not that
right?
far.
It's not that far. You can go hit a concert, hit a bistro, and get back here before work.
There's so much to do, and that's what I love about Delaware. We're so centralized. We are a driving distance from all of the major cities.
Agreed.
Really, we are.
Agreed.
And restaurants, clubs, social scenes, shopping, you name it. Events, concerts. We're a quick drive away. Yes, the traffic could hinder your commute just a smidge, but it's not that bad.
It's not Atlanta traffic.
No, I heard that's pretty bad.
Shoot, yeah.
It's pretty bad. Tim, our producer, he tells us all the time how bad the traffic is in Atlanta. So we're grateful for the traffic that we deal with here.
I'm grateful. I'm all right.
Right?
I told you.
Can't complain too much.
On this side of COVID, I don't give a damn what it is. I'm going to smile and be happy.
Exactly.
And count it all joy, as the word says.
Exactly,
That's the word
exactly.
We'll
make it say that.
You were going to make it. The pastor says it. Count it all joy.
How was your weekend?
Weekend was great. It started off Friday was amazing for us. We had the opportunity to produce, if you will, Stephen A. Smith's show, First Take with ESPN here on the Plaza. So we was really excited about that.
That's such a big deal.
Yeah.
I was so proud of the DETV team when Ivan informed me of this monumental moment. And really, you did make history for DETV. And it was really an honor to witness that history happening here,
it was
live,
fun.
On set in Wilmington, Delaware. Stephen A. Smith
was sitting right over there.
Literally right over there,
yeah.
filming live his show, First Take, on ESPN. He was filming remotely, but he was here in the DETV Good Morning Wilmington set, and it was really amazing to see history being made here. And it was I mean, true professionals.
Yep.
I mean, your team,
Everyone was
you,
on point.
Dennis, everybody
Yep.
was just incredible, and I was honored to be a part of that
Yeah.
history being made. But wow,
It was, you know,
that was so neat.
somebody asked me, they said, so Ivan, what did you think about it? And there's always a moral to my story, right? And the moral is, like, 10 years ago, about 5 years ago, there was so many people that said, you know, Ivan can't do it. DETV can't do it. And what I want people to know is no matter what is coming against you, it might be family, it might be friends, it might be hardships, whatever, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it.
That's
and
right.
we sat here, Dennis and I sat here in the control room while they were on, and we were just sitting there like looking at each other like, bro, like Stephen A. Smith is on the other side of that door filming. And matter of fact, and then we pulled up ESPN and we're watching, we're like, yo, that's our feed. That is us right here. So, you know, again, anything that you think you can't, you're fooling yourself. You know,
That's
so
right.
just get out and do it and just believe in yourself. That's what you got. So
Exactly.
that's
and
my moral.
And I love that. And don't let the naysayers tell you otherwise.
Yeah.
I love the feeling of proving people wrong.
Yeah, yeah. And the reason that Stephen A. Smith was here is because of Ashley Christopher and HBCU Week.
That's
And if
right.
you don't know, HBCU Week is a nonprofit organization that's giving kids from Wilmington, from Florida, from Atlanta, free experience in college. And a good 80% of them are free rides.
Amazing.
So they had a college fair down at the 76ers Fieldhouse on Friday, right after the show, that they were admitting, kids were getting full rides, partial rides. They were getting accepted into, I think it was 35 HBCUs
Wow.
that were here. And I think we have some footage. If not, it's on our news show. Make sure you check that out.
It was, I'm sorry to interrupt. It was
No, you're
really
good.
awesome having Ashley Christopher on the show last week. And
Yeah.
if you didn't have a chance to check out that interview, definitely check that out. She was on Good Morning Wilmington last week, and she was talking about the festivities that were unfolding for HBCU Week, which is another huge event
Yeah.
here in this area. And so many influential people were a part of it, supporting it. Meshach, Blake the Brain, you name it. So many incredible people were there just supporting this amazing cause.
Yeah.
And Ashley, you could just tell. I mean, I was honored to
Yeah.
finally meet her. I've
I'm
heard
surprised
so
you
much.
never met her before.
Our paths have never crossed. Every time maybe she was here, I've missed her. But it was really neat to finally meet the Ashley Christopher because of what she is doing. You can see her heart, her
Yeah.
passion that she's putting into HBCU Week,
Yeah.
and that she's so proud of it.
Yeah.
One
So-
intelligent, strong woman, that's for sure.
Yeah, so shout out to Ashley
Yes.
Christopher and HBCU Week. For more information, go to hbcuweek.org to see everything. And actually, I think the numbers should be tallied about how much they gave to tuition to kids.
Wow.
So make sure you check that out. Speaking of great women doing great things, pageant life is here.
Yes, so I have to make another shout out because we are in the highlight of the season, I like to say, the Super Bowl of all pageants, I like to say. The Miss USA
Right.
and Miss Teen USA competition is happening right now this week live in Reno, Nevada. Our Miss Delaware USA, Noah Mills, and Miss Delaware Teen USA, Molly Lavelle, are in Reno right now preparing
You're not there?
for the big event. I will be flying out tomorrow morning.
Okay, I'm just
Oh,
checking.
I'll be there.
So look, can you zoom in?
I could try.
And
That's a great idea.
Yeah, why don't we just have a good a special
that's
episode of
such a
Good Morning
great idea.
Dennis? So this is what we're
Dennis.
going to do, Dennis. Like we're going to
By
have a
the way,
special
Dennis.
episode of Good Morning Wilmington. She can zoom in, and we can go
We're gonna-
live from Reno, Nevada.
I just have to find lighting.
Don't worry, girl.
That's going to be
Don't worry about
so difficult, and a quiet space. We'll figure this
Yeah,
out.
we'll figure that out.
We'll figure something out. But they are competing for the competition this week. Building up to the competition, the main event, which is held Friday on the CW network. There will be the preliminary events, the costume show. So there's a bunch of events and appearances that they're making throughout the week, building up to the big final show.
Beautiful.
So I'll be flying out there tomorrow, and I'm excited to support our hometown girls and making sure they already make me proud.
Yeah.
They really do. I'm
Yeah.
already so proud of them. They have been having the time of their life, making appearances throughout Reno and just getting to know all of their pageant sisters because Ivan, it truly is a sisterhood.
I believe it.
It really is. Yes, we talk about it's a competition, but it's so much more than that. And I
Yeah.
always say it's beyond the crown.
Yeah.
I always say that. It's more than just a crown. It really is. It's the lifetime friendship friendships they make, the skills that they acquire, and the networking that they get to do, but the confidence they build.
So when are they going to have a man's pageant?
They have
that. That's what I want to know.
Are you entering? Mr. Delaware?
Mr. Delaware.
Well, you're already Mr. Delaware, Mr. DETV.
We should do that, like a man's. Is there a man pageant?
There are.
Other than The Bachelor?
Yes. I don't know if they have it televised. I don't think so.
Okay, we need a man's pageant to go around here.
Are we doing something at DETV now?
Hey, don't put it past me. You'll wake up and see like this brother done did it again.
Mr. Delaware USA live at DETV. Can you imagine?
All right.
Well, you never know. Never say never.
All right, so to our next one, there's a sneaker ball. The YMCA is having a sneaker ball this Saturday. You see that transition? I just totally went into that.
I love it.
Make sure you check out this Friday. The YMCA is having its annual sneaker ball fundraiser.
Okay, lots of events happening.
Yeah.
I'll actually have another one for you. I talked about it last week. It was the Delaware Beer Festival. It's the 6th annual Delaware Beer Festival that's happening at the Figure 8 Barn in Bellevue State Park, October 14th. For tickets and more information, visit DelawareBeerFest.com. Definitely check it out. It'll be a great event with food, entertainment, and obviously tastings, not just beer, wine, spirits, you name it. A really nice event. They usually gather a lot of people, but what's even better, rain or shine, because the event will be sort of like that indoor area of the Figure 8 Barn at the Bellevue State Park. So in case it's raining, don't worry about it. You'll be just fine.
And you know what? Hey, Brandon, can you grab me that magazine, Out and About magazine? I want to make sure that we have that because we went to things to do in Wilmington.
Yes.
And then we didn't have the Out and About magazine, so we had to give a shout out to one of our beautiful sponsors, Out and About. Make sure you turn to page 2. And on page 2, thanks, bro.
Thank you.
And on page 2, what do you see on page 2? Us.
He's so. You're so proud of that.
Us,
I mean, I'm proud of it too.
Right.
I really am, and I love that. Thank you to Out and About magazine for featuring our DETV team. We truly appreciate that recognition, that exposure, that visibility, because the support of our other media partners is truly important.
Yes, yes. So things to do in Delaware. We said the YMCA is having its sneaker ball. I keep saying bar.
Oh, I found it. Page 54, right there. September 29th.
Yeah.
There you go. Delaware Art Museum. You can check out tickets. It says tickets are $75, but you just check out page 54 of Out and About magazine, and you can scan the QR code for more information for the sneaker ball held at the downtown YMCA.
All right, and they have a golf. I can't even speak today.
That's all right.
I'm
blaming the weather.
Goth Ball, September 29th, 7 to 11 at Rockwood. Make sure you check that out. Things to do in Delaware, sponsored by Out and About magazine.
Oh, yes. And there's so many more events. We can go on for hours, really.
Yeah.
There's so many more events. But check out the Out and About magazine. I'm sure the next issue will be coming out very quickly and very shortly. And make sure you pick up one of these Out and About magazines. And for a shameless plug, visit V&M Bistro to pick up one of your Out and About magazines.
I like how you did that.
We have plenty of them. And we love to give them out to all of our customers, especially our takeout customers that are in and out real quick. We always make sure they're right in the front for you to grab, and they're for free.
I love it. I love it. Special shout out to my man Matt Murphy, who is a sports commentator for the 76ers and the Delaware Blue Coats, who got married this weekend. So we want to give you a special shout out. And for sure, just to remind you, basketball season starts in November. You can watch Delaware sports, the Delaware Blue Coats on DETV this basketball season. Make sure you check that out. And let's get to why we're here.
Wait.
What'd I miss?
The turkey drive.
Oh.
I'm sorry. We have to make note of that. Go
All
for
right.
it.
Big Ive Turkey Drive, November 21st. I like how you just threw it down there.
Yes,
November
it's important.
21st. Make sure you're a part. Look, we here at DETV, our goal this year is to service, to share, to feed 22,000 people this holiday. So make sure you be a part. Now, if you know Stormin' Norman had the turkey drive for 40 years, one of the biggest turkey drives.
Dedicated.
And last year he handed it to me. So that's what we're doing. We're going to up the ante. We're going to every senior high-rise in the city of Wilmington because our seniors need love, and we're going to show them some love. And then we're going to every Boys and Girls Club throughout the state of Delaware. So if you'd like to volunteer, that will be great. If you would love to donate, That will be great
Even
too.
better.
So that would be awesome. So we'll put a description. It might be in the comments already, but there's a description that you get to PayPal, and you can donate as low as $5, $1. Any little bit helps,
Yes.
because this is something that we do here at DETV.
Right.
We want to make sure that we take care of our community. So that's it.
I believe in it. Take care of your community and they will take care of you. It's
Yeah.
about helping each other and supporting each other.
Yeah.
And this is a great cause, so make sure you check it out. Definitely check out the comments. I bet the link will be there, but just Google it.
Yeah.
Google it. I mean, it's something that
It's major.
Stormin has been
40 years.
doing it for a long time, and he passed this torch.
To your boy.
Yes.
Right. So it's gonna be awesome. Make sure you check that out. But the real reason we're here is we have some capeless superheroes in the building, people that give a damn about the
we
community,
do.
and that's doing some amazing things that we want to bring to light. I'm gonna introduce my first. I'm gonna not introduce him, but I'm gonna say his name. Then you go. Who you got?
I got it. I got you. Go
All
for it.
We got
Follow your
Dr.
lead.
Dan Young in the building talking about the Gatsby. What's it called? Safe Haven.
Safe Haven Healing.
Safe
and
Haven
they're
Healing.
hosting the Great Gatsby event. So very excited to talk about that. All that information, don't go anywhere because we'll talk about that during that live interview. And then we have
Joi Carter. Joi Carter Music on the line from Baltimore to talk about Jazzy Night. Was it Jazzy Night?
Jazzy
Summer Night concert
Yes.
in Baltimore. And then we have 3 amazing authors.
Yes, Lisa Ward, Jamil Bey, and Olivia Tishaee. They're here to talk about their upcoming book.
Okay.
And then we have Yolanda Curtis,
There she
Girls
go.
Inc.
There you go.
And then we have more guests on my list.
Do we?
I have a lot more guests on our list.
That's
We have a
Friday.
packed show,
That's
but
Thursday show.
I'm going to stop right there because I hope that I'm right with all my list. But no, we're going to stop right there.
Yeah, we're
I think
gonna stop
that's
there.
it.
Yeah.
I think that's it because I think we would be running out
She
of time.
got too many people on her list.
I have too many people. I'm like, okay, we have this person, but we have a jam-packed show, and we're very
Yeah.
excited for all of our visiting guests and our capeless superheroes.
Capeless superheroes. So we're going to take a quick commercial from our sponsor, and we'll be right back. Good morning, Wilmington.
DETV has been Delaware's premium provider of creative digital and broadcasting solutions that bridges communities and connects people. We create great stories for all audiences. We deliver independent news throughout Delaware. We are digital platform innovators. And we develop marketing and sales solutions so you can stay connected to your audience. Now, why do we do what we do here on DETV? We do it because we care. So, keep watching and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Remember, DETV, online, on air, on time.
Still searching for cheap gas prices? Dump the pump and ride DART. You can DART to your destination for only $4 all day. Let DART do the driving while you enjoy our free Wi-Fi available on all buses statewide. While scrolling through your favorite apps, don't forget to download DART's free transit app for real-time bus information and enjoy the convenience of contactless fare payment through DART Pass. So what are you waiting for? Dump the pump and try transit. Visit dartfirststate.com or call 1-800-652-DART.
Government doesn't make a move without an agenda, some type of plan. The problem is we haven't been on the agenda. Sometimes we're overlooked. Sometimes our interests aren't the interests of those in power. I'm your host, Kerwin Gaines, on DETV's new show, The Agenda. We're going to do our best to ensure that you, Delawareans, are knowledgeable about what's going on in the Assembly. Federal government, local government, it doesn't matter. We're going to do our best to ensure that folks that make the agenda on a daily basis have to answer for it. Let them explain what they're doing. If it affects you, it's on the agenda.
To Good Morning Wilmington. Our first guest up on the plaza is Dr. Dan Young of Safe Haven Healing.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming, man.
Absolutely.
All right. Look, I've been hearing a lot about Safe Haven. I've been hearing a lot about the Gatsby, right? What is Safe Haven?
Well, basically, Safe Haven is an initiative that my wife, Jill Slater Young, started as a way to support survivors of sexual abuse, domestic violence, and rape. It's really an organization that looks to take new and creative ways to try to help survivors deal with some of the issues. You know, I know from living with a survivor, this type of thing affects her on a daily basis, affects both men and women on a daily basis. And so the Gatsby Gala is really just a get-together where all net proceeds go to support Safe Haven Healing and their mission of supporting survivors.
Love it, love it, love it. So with that, how long has she been? How long has she been? You guys been doing this nonprofit?
Yeah, so Safe Haven's only been in existence for about 2 years. This came after she basically left work as the head of International Montessori School in Pike Creek. And she really just felt as though she had a mission that was not being fulfilled at the time. So she immediately went back, got her master's degree in counseling psychology, and now she's finishing up her doctorate in preventative science.
Nice.
Because she cares so much about this mission, and she truly feels this is what her life's work is.
Okay, and you know, it's something, when you have a mission, you can't beat it. You have to, it just haunts you, and you got to take care of it. And that's the thing, with Safe Haven, I can only imagine the number of lives that she's helping, that you both are helping with, to get through what they're going through. Because I had a relationship prior that it was the same. It was dealing with sexual abuse, and it was hard for everyone, not just her, but the family as well.
Family.
Yeah, so.
And it does affect a family.
It
And
does.
it's important to know that there are others that have gone through it, and there's the support and the resources, and it's okay to talk about it, and it's healing. And what you provide at Safe Haven is imperative for our community, for those survivors, because a lot of those survivors are scared.
Right.
They're
Absolutely.
scared to talk. They're scared to even just open up and be honest about their experience. They don't know what to do. So you're providing a safe space, I'm sure. And your wife, Jill, correct?
Yes.
She was on the show.
She was
Yeah,
on the
she
show last
was,
year.
yeah.
Last year,
and I didn't even
right?
know it was her
Yeah.
until she
That's
said it. I was
right.
like,
That's
young, and then she's like,
She was, I remember last year she was on the show promoting last year's Gatsby event.
That's correct.
So is this the second?
So this is the second
That's right.
second annual.
That's
we moved up the date a little bit
I did-
earlier to
I
get
do-
some
yeah,
get some
I-
warmer weather.
I did
Right,
know-
thank God,
Well, let's hope it's.
Let's hope it's warmer weather.
Because wasn't it really cold last year?
It was relatively cold last December 13th.
That's right.
But we had 170 people there who were
Wow.
excited,
Yes.
listening to great music, dressed up, having a good time. This year on October 28th, we hope to do the same at Brantwood Estates.
Brantwood Estates,
And
okay.
we just have a number of different things that we're so excited about. On top of the usual
Right.
Gatsby things like the Champagne Tower, we're going to have jazz being played. We're going to have a DJ, silent auction, live auction. The thing that everyone kind of talked about last year was the live tattooing, where.
so what did you get?
So here's the thing, I was #1 signed up on the list.
Of course.
People got there.
Okay.
And they said, "Oh, you weren't fooling around about this." I got bumped down the list.
Okay.
And then I got bumped off the list.
Okay. So what you getting this year?
You got to come check it out. See what's going on there.
So
But
I heard good things about the event last year. I had a
Okay.
few friends that attended the event, and they said it was so much fun because you got to dress up. So it was a theme.
And when you say
Gatsby
dress up,
theme.
yeah, the Gatsby, the great
theme. Right,
Gatsby,
yes,
right.
exactly. It was a Gatsby
So
theme.
what's that like? We're talking about what's that? What
like
year? was that?
1920s.
Yeah, the
1920s.
20s.
So men, a lot of them wear black tie. They kind of go in, we'll say like John Dillinger, like Al Capone type outfit.
Scarves, yeah,
Scarves.
yeah, yeah.
Like, a lot of women go there in the flapper dresses.
That's right, with the
With the
fringe.
furs, or
Yes,
fake furs in some cases. So
Right,
it's
right.
we really wanted to have it right before Halloween to kind of make it an adult Halloween party.
Oh,
I love
great
that.
idea. And who doesn't love dressing up?
Right.
But this is just an extra level of like fun because now let's make it a themed party, which it was so much fun from all the people I spoke to last year. So I'm sure all the guests that attended last year's event are signing up for
definitely
this
coming back.
one
Yeah.
because they said it was so much fun and the fact that they got to dress up, but it was also for a good cause.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So they're celebrating and having a good time and partying for a good cause. And
Yeah.
what's wrong with that, right?
Absolutely.
And for new people, right? Like myself, what can we expect?
Well, from the very first time you walk in the door, you'll go through a nice big step and repeat with our camera people. We were so, the folks over at Goober's Garage down on Pennsylvania Avenue were kind enough to let us borrow a couple of classic cars to put out in front. You walk through the nice balloon arches, and you have, you know, the nice butlered hors d'oeuvres. You have both the DJ set up along with the trumpet player and the saxophonist.
Right.
We have silent auction. We have a cigar roller. If you're into cigars, they roll the cigars right there for you.
Excellent.
You get them nice and fresh right there.
Right.
Open bar. Once again, have the tattoo artist there that has basically a whole list of flash art, and we pay for it.
Are they real tattoos? Or?
They are real tattoos.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have
Real,
They're
like
real.
the sleeve
They're
I'm trying
real.
to get.
Yeah,
Right.
our tattoo artist, Jillian O'Neill, for anyone who's
Okay.
seen Ink Master,
Okay.
that's on cable, her father, Shane O'Neill,
Yeah.
won the first Ink Master.
Right.
This is his daughter.
Okay.
And so she comes in and does all the tattoos.
Oh,
of
man.
People who are there. So all you gotta do is sign up and you get a free tattoo.
All right.
a free,
That's what it
oh,
is.
well, that's why, because
Yeah.
it's free. And that's why people are signing up for it. I can see
Absolutely.
why it's so popular.
Yeah.
Love it.
Wow,
love it, love it.
it's just it's a total experience that
It
they
is.
get
It's total
when they
immersive
attend.
experience.
Exactly, when they
Yes.
attend the Gatsby event. Not only do you get to dress up, it's a themed party, but it's a total experience from beginning to end.
Yeah.
And what are the hours of the event again?
Basically, the VIP gets there at 6:30.
Okay.
Regular admission 7:30 and 7:30 to 11:30. And so it's just a wonderful event of community, people having a good time. Once again, every single cent of the net proceeds goes to Safe Haven.
I love it.
Everyone who's involved with Safe Haven is a volunteer.
Wow.
And we all just really stand behind Jill's mission and stand behind what she's really experienced and what she wants to kind of bring out into the world. And so that's why we're so thankful for people who come. We're so thankful for our sponsors, Insperity, Sherm's Catering. We really appreciate it. It's interesting because this particular type of event with this particular type of cause, oftentimes, and you kind of mentioned it a little bit, a lot of people, it's kind of hard to get behind it because it's one of those things that a lot of people just don't like to talk about.
Right. Right.
Whether you're a man or a woman.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, we are always scrambling and always looking to find sponsors for the event because, sometimes it's not as nice as, Pause for People, or it's not as nice as something that's a much kind of a much cleaner topic. But obviously, as everyone knows, when this happens to a man or a woman, it can leave a shadow with that person for forever.
Yes.
And so those type of folks need some sort of continuing care and continuing community to make sure that they are able to just make it through and just be happy folks kind of moving through the rest of their life.
Yeah.
Right. And
So we're really excited to just have a small
Yes.
part of that.
Well,
And we're glad you said that. It's important that people know that it's a safe space.
Yes.
That's why hence the name, but it's a safe space for men and women.
Of course.
And the fact that you're creating this space where maybe they're hesitant or timid, but creating this space where they can open up and be honest and maybe even comfort one another. You're putting them in a network as well where I've been through that, I'm not alone.
Absolutely.
And that's important. That's a part of the healing process. Obviously, we all know when you talk to someone, a part of the healing process is you accepting that I need to talk about it. But then when you meet someone else who's gone through what you've gone through, that's a part of the healing. And that's just as important. And you're
Absolutely.
providing not only that space, but also the resources, the education on how to cope, develop those coping skills. And why don't you mention the website so people can look up Safe Haven Healing?
Sure. It's just safehavenhealing.org.
Okay.
On the website, you'll see some of the services that we provide. You'll learn a little bit about the different board members that are on there. We are still evolving as an organization. It's only been around for 2 years, and still trying to bring in good people, bring in good board members, bring in good volunteers, bring in supporters to get the capacity necessary to do all the things we want to do.
Right.
So it's really fun to be part of a startup. I've noticed that I've been part of a number of different startups, and it's always exciting.
Yes.
But nothing is more exciting than see things come to fruition and see people actually start to benefit.
there you go. Love it, love it. So this is your camera right here.
Yes.
Go ahead. You got 30 seconds to do your commercial on the Gatsby in Safe Haven.
Beautiful. Basically, Gatsby Gala whisks you back to the 1920s. Only the good parts, not the bad parts. And it's really a really great opportunity for community to get together, to support each other, to have a great time, and really to support Safe Haven Healing, which is at safehavenhealing.org. Please consider supporting us. Consider visiting us on Facebook under Gatsby Gala 2023. We obviously are part of the Wilmington community. I myself am a fourth generation Wilmingtonian, and so we're just trying to do our part for one part of society that often gets overlooked, but is some of the most important people that we know about. You might just not know their story, but everyone has a story. And so any support that you could give, and even if that's just saying, hey, this thing is happening on October 28th at Brantwood Estate, please do that. So just appreciate the time.
No, love it. Thank you again for what you do in the community, and your wife, what she does in the community, and especially when it comes to Safe Haven. Really appreciate that.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
All right. Let's take a 60-second break real quick. When we come back with Joi Carter music. Joi Carter out of Baltimore. We'll be right back after this messages. Make sure you check out safehaven.org.
Safehavenhealing.org.
Safehavenhealing.org. Bam.
The Delaware Mortgage Relief Program is still accepting applications. Funding is limited. Apply today. This grant program provides up to $50,000 to qualified Delaware families for eligible housing-related expenses, such as future or delinquent mortgage payments, property taxes, homeowners association fees, or water or sewage fees. Over $20 million has already been dispersed statewide. The Delaware Mortgage Relief Program. Visit online or call 888-303-4324 for more information.
A new beginning, a second chance. Call it what you want, but this is what never giving up looks like. This is what finding someone who believes in you looks like. I thought Goodwill was just a store until a friend told me about Train to Gain through Goodwill's Job Resource Center. After 5 years away, I had a lot of self-doubt and fear about my future. But Goodwill had my back, and today, I love where I work. They matched me with an employer who believes in second chances. And now, I have a new start thanks to Goodwill.
To learn more about Goodwill's career development opportunities, call today.
Still searching for cheap gas prices? Dump the pump and ride DART. You can DART to your destination for only $4 all day. Let DART do the driving while you enjoy our free Wi-Fi available on all buses statewide. While scrolling through your favorite apps, don't forget to download DART's free transit app for real-time bus information and enjoy the convenience of contactless fare payment through DART Pass. So what are you waiting for? Dump the pump and try transit. Visit dartfirststate.com or call 1-800-652-DART.
You know the why for state-of-the-art fitness centers and amazing pools.
But we're so much more.
The why is where Delawareans improve their health.
Where our communities get stronger.
Where everyone belongs.
It's where we battle chronic disease.
Where cancer survivors restore their mind and body.
And weight loss goals become lifelong habits.
We are the why.
Good for you and good for the community.
What's up? Welcome back. I'm super excited because we have on, I was gonna say on the phone.
A superstar.
Oh,
yeah.
A lady who needs no introduction, who's gonna be performing October 5th at Jazzy Night, what is it, Jazzy Night?
Jazzy Summer Event.
Jazzy Summer Night, Jazzy Summer Night Event in Baltimore, October 5th. Joi Carter from Joi Carter Music is on the horn. How you doing, Joi?
Hey.
How's everything?
You look lovely.
She's glowing.
I'm hearing somebody else talking.
Oh, goodness.
I hear you guys.
Can you hear us?
I hear you, and I hear a microphone.
Okay, we're trying to fix it. Something went crazy on him, but she is glowing, isn't she?
I know. Give us a moment, Joi. We're working through the technical difficulties. We're so excited to have you here. I had an opportunity to check out Joi's Instagram page, and wow, Joi has been moving and shaking, and I love moving shakers, like just making sure that she's out there doing some amazing things, but so talented, not just beautiful, really, but just so talented, and you can just see from her Instagram. So I had an opportunity to check your Instagram page out. Joi, do you hear us now?
Say that again. Last part.
No, not yet. Give us a moment, Joi. We're just working through those technical difficulties.
But I was checking Joi out, right? And I met Joi through a friend of mine named Dante. And I can't wait till we get her on to get it fix this, because I want to ask her about marriage, right? I see she loves to love. There she go. You there, Joi?
I'm here.
Okay.
Yes,
all right.
Thank you for your patience.
Thanks for coming, Joi. I want to talk to you because there's so much to unravel here, right? And I see that you're a lover of marriage. Let's start there. Can we start there? Okay.
I can't say I'm a lover of marriage. We're just celebrating our first year of being married, but I can say I'm a lover of going through life with this person who is my best friend, is my, forever partner. It's not the most easy thing, because anyone who will say that's been married, I don't care in any relationship, it isn't easy, but I feel like those challenges and those hills are great when you're going through it together.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
Yeah.
And we appreciate that perspective, because you're right. No relationship, marriage, it's all work, right? It's all work, but it's what you put into it as a team. Yeah. And I want to get right to it. Let's look. Joi Carter music.
Yes.
Okay. You are phenomenal. I mean, I would say voice of an angel. I would. So you're performing October 5th at Jazzy Summer Nights.
You've been struggling through that the whole time.
Look,
it's okay.
I'm sorry. Okay. Because, when Dante was talking to me about it, he was talking about, you got to come to Baltimore. Is this thing called Jazzy Summer Nights. It's electric. It is amazing. And I looked it up and was like, oh my gosh. And he's like, yo, Joy's going to be there. She's going to be killing the crowd. I'm all for that. So that's this
Jazzy Summer Nights. So shout out to the Finn group who put this together. So this year they started off with Tank and the Bangers. They had Raheem Devon, and I'll be finishing out the season, just giving you a little bit of everything. You're gonna hear, from soca to R&B to old school to maybe a little bit of rock. So you're gonna get a variety and a bit of my soul, my heart. I'm a multi-genre artist. So yes, I do perform covers, but I will also be promoting my new single called Giraffe Side, which is out on all the streaming platforms. But it's an outdoor event.
Okay.
Free parking.
Right.
Free parking, very important.
Mention that.
And as of today, I think today is the last day to get the early bird tickets, which are $25 at the Baltimore Peninsula in downtown Baltimore. Food vendors, just other vendors, hookah lounge, cigar lounge. And it's just a little bit something for everyone. Yeah. The grounds open up at 5. I hit at 7:45. Which is the most important time. But
7:45. Take notes.
Duly noted.
Right.
Now, explain to my viewers, because some of my viewers never experienced Jazzy Summer Nights. What's that experience like? And especially with you on stage, what can they?
At 7:45.
At 7:45. What can people receive when you get up there?
So with me, like I said, the music I do is across the board. So you're going to get a little bit of everything. The crowd of Jazzy Summer Nights, it's between probably about 20, 25, 35 on up. So, Jazzy Summer Nights really was, they would have, Kindred and Family Soul. So a lot of R&B, neo soul. But like I said, they started off with Tank and the Bangers. And, Tank and the Bangers is, alternative in a sense, but still a lot of soul, a lot of, just good energy. And that's really what you get from me. I'm gonna take you on a ride. We're gonna come in real nice and hard, and then I'm gonna slow it down.
I love that.
Well, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna let you go for a second.
I wanted to let our viewers know just a little bit more about who is Joi Carter. So just to kind of rewind a little bit, Joi, can you just give us a little background? Give us a little bit. Who is Joi Carter?
Oh gosh, who is Joi Carter? Well, one thing I can say, I'm a very sensitive artist.
Sensitive about your...
Yes, I am. But born and raised in Baltimore. Raised by a single parent, raised by my father. Tomboy kind of came into my own. I graduated from college. I graduated from Howard University. part of, Alpha Kappa Alpha, Epsilon Omega, chapter in Baltimore.
You might as well go ahead and throw it up, because the MKA is going to be like, wait a minute, where's she at?
They're going to ski and I'm going to have to give them a shout out because, Morgan State is actually having their homecoming during that same week. So, my homecoming is like, 2 weeks after that. But, I say that I'm a love advocate and I'm a rocker. I'm just a very positive person, and I know the power of music. I know how it makes me feel. I know the type of comfort that it provides, the type of therapy that it provides. And that's what I do on my shows. When I perform, like I said, not all of the songs are my songs, they're someone else's, but it's my interpretation of it.
Right.
And it's about bringing people in. I'm all about bringing you close.
Who was your inspiration, Joi, growing up? Because I know coming out of Baltimore and the DC area, there was a lot, and especially just R&B and soulful singers. Who was your inspiration? Who do you remember that your dad used to play on a Friday night?
Mandrill. There was rock and funk in my house. Rock, funk, and my mom is from Trinidad, so soca and reggae. So that's really like the first music that I was hearing in my house. My dad, he's a black hippie, so, when bands later on like Nirvana and stuff came out, he took my CDs. I couldn't find a Nirvana CD. But, but that was I'm a rocker at heart. I'm an 80s baby. So everything 80s is that's me.
Right.
Because it was such a diverse time for music. So it's very difficult for me to say like, oh, I'm this type of artist or I do just this type of music, because I don't. It completely spans the globe if you think about it. And if you've ever been to a show, you're gonna get a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Well, I talked to Dante, and Dante was like, Ivan, look, book a room and get here. So I will be there October 5th to come check you out. I will definitely be.
Yes. Could we mention the reality show?
Yeah, can we talk about the reality
show? Are we allowed to talk about that at all?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
okay, good.
All right, we want to make sure we don't cross no lines.
Right. I know we're talking about the important event that you will be performing at, but I just wanted to touch on that because when I went to your Instagram page, I saw that you are so busy. But let's touch on the reality show. So tell our viewers a little bit about the name of the reality show, how'd you get involved, and how can we tune in?
So I started in reality with Ready to Love. It's a Will Packer production. It's about, singles who are, trying to find, forever love. And that's where I found my husband.
Okay.
Nice.
And then from there, we went to Love and Marriage DC, where the new couple in the second season. It kind of went a bit in hiatus, and it's supposed to start back up. The second half of the season is supposed to start back up soon. This is a little different. This is, a little bit more the next step after, marriage, and us gelling or not really gelling with couples or people or,
I hear it. I hear you.
That's a beautiful photo, by the way.
Yep. Oh, with them both of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
That photo's fire.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, so let's get back. October 5th, Jazzy Summer Nights. You're performing. You're 7:45. What?
The ticket.
Oh, tickets. Yeah. Where can people get tickets?
Yes, to get the tickets, you can go to thefingroup.net, Fin, FINN.net. Now, if you don't want to do that, you can go to my Instagram page, Joi Carter Music, Joi with an I. I have a link in the bio, and it has the link to Jazzy Summer Nights. Also has some other upcoming stuff, so check that out too.
I love it. I love it. So now everyone that's here that's watching in Delaware and beyond Delaware, make sure. What website is that again? I'm sorry, Joi.
Fingroup.net, FINN, and it's on the flyer. But like I said, if you forget the .net and all of that, just Joi Carter Music, Joi with the 9.
Yep,
That's
Joi
right.
with the 9.
And if you visit your Instagram page, all that information is right there as well. I was able to pull it up so quickly. So just visit Joi Carter Joi with an I, but Joi Carter's Instagram page for all that information, and follow. I'm telling everyone, follow your journey because it was so neat.
She's amazing.
Yes, yes.
I mean, who are you not to follow somebody amazing?
And I will say that this area of Wilmington, Delaware loves jazz music.
Let me
so
tell you
Joi,
something.
you need to come check out the Jazz Festival in Delaware.
Look, well, she needs to be a part of the Jazz Festival.
Yes.
Hey, Joi. So, Joi.
The Clifford Brown Jazz Festival in Wilmington,
I
Delaware.
like co-host it, but I might be a sponsor this year. So if I'm the big sponsor, I got you.
Oh, get out now.
Look, make sure you check Joi Carter out, Joi Carter Music, and when you look for the hashtag good music, I swear to you, you will love it, love it, love it. Joi, thank you so much. And real quick, Joi, you got 15 seconds to do your own commercial. Ready, set, go.
Make sure you check out me, Joi Carter, at Jazzy Summer Nights at the Baltimore Peninsula, October 5th. Remember, get your tickets. Go to Joi Carter Music on all social media platforms or the Finn Group, FINN.net, to get your tickets. Early bird tickets still $25 today now.
I love it. I love it. Joi, thank you so much for stopping by the plaza.
Thank you for having me.
Hopefully we can get you here in the studio so we can meet you face to face. And here. And I was great to ask her, let me hear something, Joi. But we'll do it later.
You that now. You gave me 15 seconds for the commercial.
Yes.
But look, I own the network, so don't worry about it. Yo, Joi, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate your time and space. And I'll see you on October 5th.
Yes.
All right. Have a great one.
Bye, Joi.
She amazing,
Bye.
isn't she?
Oh, yes.
Told you.
So vibrant. Just you could feel her energy,
Good energy.
through the screen, through the Zoom call, if you want to call it. And you could just feel that, wow, she is a true performer. But the energy, she's so vibrant. I can only imagine her voice.
Yeah. I heard it. I heard it. Look. All right, we got to take a commercial break.
Yes.
Because we're going to sit here and talk about Joi music, Joi Carter music all the time, all day long. When we get back, we got Yolanda Curtis of Girls Inc. in the building to talk about their event, what they're having, an amazing thing that they're doing at Girls Inc. And that's right up your alley, isn't it? Girls Inc.
Yes, it
Girls
is.
could do, girls run the world.
That's true.
All
Don't go anywhere.
We'll be right back. Good morning, Wilmington.
How did DETV start and how did you get here?
DETV started approximately 10 years ago in the basement of my home. I had an idea to show people of color doing great things, but what happened was I got to the point that I said, I'm gonna just show people all together doing great things. The motto and the moral was to bring people together instead of using media to rip people apart. And doing that, you know, I just did a lot of hard work, a lot of free stuff, a lot of things of just showing people being themselves. I figured that media, and I saw that media wasn't doing that, so I just decided to give it a shot, not knowing that it would bring me to where I am today. I had a great journey doing it, met some amazing people, did some amazing things, worked on some amazing projects, you know, and with just a lot of hard work and a bunch of sacrifice, I'm here today. I done worked on everyone's campaign in the state of Delaware, and now, you know, I'm just doing what I do and doing it with friends. My biggest accomplishment right now would have to be this, hands down, without a doubt. We want to make sure that we inform the community wholeheartedly. So again, they can have all the information that they need. For more information, you can find us at detvch.com. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Twitter and Facebook under DETV. Be sure to check us out. Tell me what you think. Oh, should we go? Okay.
Oh, sorry. We're thinking of all the power songs for girl power.
We got all the women and girls theme songs playing, and I'm over here like, yeah.
Run the world, girls, and then this girl is on fire.
Next up on the plaza, we have Yolanda Curtis, CEO of Girls Inc. That's in the building on the plaza.
Yes.
To talk everything girls and what she's doing for this amazing, amazing organization. Welcome so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
And I got to say this.
Yes.
Straight from the BX. All right.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Thanks for coming. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Girls Inc. Tell us a little about Girls Inc.
So Girls Inc. is a mentoring organization, and we are 80 affiliates around the United States. And I'm responsible for Delaware. So, you know, we're really excited that Delaware is celebrating next year in 70 years of mentorship, programs for girls, focusing on everything from financial literacy to social emotional. That's our big plug for this year, our Sister Circle, our Sisters Symposium, because we know girls need that so much.
Yeah.
Yes. And then we're in the schools, we have an after school program, but our biggest push is that we won a part of the $10 million grant that was given to Girls Inc. nationally.
Nice.
And this is to forward our reach from girls 18 to 24-year-olds. So we help them through college.
Beautiful.
Love
And that is an important transition year.
Absolutely.
All those years are
Yes.
transitional years from high school to college, and to provide that support
Yes.
during those moments, very impactful.
Yes,
Very,
especially
very
because they find their newfound freedom,
Yeah.
right? And now they're, are responsible for their own finances, their
Yeah.
own meal planning. So we want to make sure they're eating healthy.
Right.
We want to make sure that they have good time management skills,
Right.
so they get to classes on time. Not party too much. How to stay
Right.
safe on campus.
Talk to 'em.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the dating scene, the whole thing.
The
So
whole thing.
we cover the gamut, and that's called Project Accelerate. So that's our new push and initiative, and it starts in high school and it
Right.
goes all the way through to college.
Let me ask you this, Yolanda, because I'm always fascinated with people's why. Why are you doing it? You could have been an executive director, CEO, business owner anywhere. Why Girls Inc?
Well, Girls Inc. is the place that I came to very late in life, and I found my sweet spot. This
Okay.
is my niche.
Okay.
This is me giving back and starting a legacy. When I came to this organization, it was in the process of disaffiliating from the national organization
Oh, wow.
and disseminating. And I came in right at COVID, so I just celebrated 3-year anniversary.
Congrats.
Thank you. And so I came in right at COVID, and so I was charged to do a cyber learning academy for the first responders, for the girls that couldn't be left home alone when schools were closed. And so that is my background. My background is early child care and welfare to work.
Okay.
So I've ran the gamut. I work with girls, I work with them babies from
You did
6
this
weeks.
before.
Absolutely.
Right.
And this is my passion. This
Yeah.
is me giving back. And so for me to be able to fulfill this mission and to make sure that Girls Inc. remains for the next generation is why I'm here.
Right.
So you're only as good as your succession plan, right? So I got one in place.
I hear you. And again, let me thank you for on behalf of both of us here. Let's thank you for what you're doing, because
Yes.
we know it's not hard, not easy, but it's definitely worth it.
It definitely
It's
is.
definitely worth it, especially when you have a young lady, that needs some help and some guidance. I think last week we had the gentleman from the Boys and Girls Club, and they were saying like the young people need us right now.
They absolutely
more
do.
than ever.
More than ever.
Yeah,
They
'cause,
absolutely do. The
There's
mentorship.
nothing like how it was with us growing up.
it
Oh,
Yeah.
gee.
Yes.
We'll leave that right there.
Absolutely.
We'll table that one.
Yes.
But no, again, thank you for what you're doing.
Thank
It's
you.
very, very, very powerful.
And the mentorship is the key piece. And we partner with Big Brothers, Big Sisters, the Boys and Girls Club, all of the organizations throughout the state, because we find that collaboration is the key.
Yeah.
We can't reach all the girls by ourselves,
There
but
you
we
go.
can reach girls that are a part of other organizations.
Yeah.
And we come in sewing. We come in giving of our resources and giving of the things that we already know work,
Yeah.
because our outcomes are proven by our national organization. So for me, the biggest deal right now is leadership and advocacy, for girls to find their voice and to have the boldness, because our tagline is inspiring all girls to be strong, smart, and bold. So the bold portion of it is finding your voice and be an advocate for change for yourself in your school, your homes, and in your community.
I love it.
I love what this organization stands for.
I know you.
I really do. I admire what you are doing and what
the leadership that you are providing. I can tell, I'm an energy person, and I could tell just from the moment we hugged and we connected, I was like, wow, this is someone I want to get to know. But I thank you and I commend you for doing what you're doing for all the young women in the area, because it is necessary. Absolutely. It is so needed, and we need to continue to inspire and mentor and provide those resources and education and support. And with social media, there's the positive and the negative that goes with it. And I always say that unfortunately social media has a lot of negative for our young women, and we have to be careful with, because they think they have to look a certain way, talk a certain way, act a certain way because of what they see on social media. And I believe that the mentorship is imperative.
Absolutely.
Face-to-face mentorship is even more important to make those connections. So would you dive into a little bit more of how can someone find out, how they can sign up or learn more about Girls Inc?
So we're on the web. We have all the socials. And one thing I wanted to mention, since you talked about the images on social media and what that means to girls, we have a program called Social Media and Me. So we teach them how to stay safe on social media.
Excellent.
Not to go into the cyberbullying, which is a very big issue right now.
It's dangerous.
And then also your body image and who you are. You know, everybody's, you know, you are gorgeous in your body and your beautiful red. That's our Girls in color, by the way.
Thank you.
But
How did I know? How did I know? Something told me to wear the red. And I have two dresses. And you look over there, you'll see there's a blue and then there's a red. And something said wear the red today, Vincenza. And I know why, because of Girls Inc.
That's exactly right. And so, you know, it's very important that they understand that. But we're on all the socials. We have a website, Girls Inc. of Delaware, and .org. That's where you can find us. And we just recently moved. For 7 years, we were at 1501 North Walnut Street, right across from the Urban Bike Project down by the water company. And then we got displaced a little bit, and it's really hard to find good real estate here in Delaware now, especially in Wilmington. And so the Delaware State Chamber offered us the first floor of their suite. So we're right around the corner. We're at 1201 North Orange now.
Wow.
Suite 100. Yeah, so we have to do a big grand opening and let everybody know where we're at. But we're still doing programming there. And we also are in schools and in a few churches. We're at Faith City. So that's a really big one. Yes, Dr. Hare, we love him.
Oh, I love him.
And then in Maranatha Life Changing Church in Dover. That's Dr. Maribel Zaragoza, and so she is just like a big advocate for the community in Dover, because we are responsible for the whole state. Although we are primarily located in Wilmington, we are responsible for the entire state of Delaware.
I'm glad you made note of that, because that's important for someone who's tuning in. Even though we are Good Morning Wilmington, we have so many viewers from all around, even outside the state.
Including Brooklyn.
Yeah, including Brooklyn, New York. My family's from Brooklyn, New York. So I was saying to Ivan that, you know, we have a lot of people tuning in from outside the state, Ivan, from Brooklyn. But anyway, that's so important that you said that. It's not just Wilmington. It's throughout the entire state. And I love that you mentioned that and highlighted that, because there are young women throughout this entire state that need that support and need that mentorship and those resources that you're providing. Now, is it free?
It is not.
Okay, let's talk about that.
But we do have grants that we do receive, and so we can give partial, and then we charge like a $25 a year registration fee, and then a $10 drop-in. So it's not free, but it's very reasonable. I'll say that. Yes, very reasonable. And so we want to make sure that we're reaching all girls. You know, we don't want to just keep ourselves just to the girls here in Delaware, and then we want to make sure that even if we're partnering with some of our out-of-state, because like I said, we're 80 affiliates around the United States. So we have Philadelphia, New Jersey right across, we have Maryland down here, you know, so we're really connected, and we try to do things in the tri-state area. We want to make sure that we are reaching girls with abilities. So we have a new initiative, and it's coming out, and this was from my second, his name is Rollo Robinson. I fondly call him my office husband. You know, he does an amazing job. And he came up with this initiative, Girls in the Dark. So that's us reaching girls with abilities, hearing impaired, artistic, because we want to make sure that they're getting the opportunities to be a part. And for girls to understand, you know, all different people, right? All different types. So it's very, very important. And then the other thing that I wanted to share with you is that we did an international passport. It's our international passport around the world. And last year in October, we visited Ghana, and we had the girls from Ghana, Africa, partner with the girls here in Delaware.
Nice.
And so it was Dr. Justina Omana, and it was just amazing. And this is out of the University of Delaware.
Right.
So this year, we won a grant, the Mandela Washington Fellowship Grant,
Nice.
Young African Leaders, and I host them because this is, I hosted 17 young African leaders from 17 different African nations this summer at our summer camp at Del State.
Nice.
Wow. So it was just amazing, but we won the scholarship, and so I go over in November to start up Girls Led Up Ghana.
Love it.
It's amazing.
Love
amazing.
It. Love it.
So
that's impressive.
Congratulations.
But thank
you.
you. But
Yes,
thank you doing
yes.
for what you're doing and taking that chance and continuing to elevate Girls Inc. and continue to bring awareness by being here, being present, having the conversation.
Yes.
Thank you so much for doing what you're doing
Thank you,
because
thank
I'm a huge fan.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to make you an honorary champion for girls. We definitely are.
I'm such a huge fan about empowering women and confidence
I
building.
told you he was gonna like this
I know,
interview.
he said it. He said, you're really going to like this one. I said, you're right. He knows me by now, right? But I just thank you so much for doing what you're doing.
You have an event coming up.
I do have an event coming up October the 11th, which is the International Day of the Girl. Is actually on the 11th, but on the 14th at My Sister's Keeper, MSK.
Okay.
Love Charlotte.
I love Charlotte.
Love
That's
Charlotte.
my girl. And she got the center and I didn't because I'm in office suite. And you know what she said to me?
What?
When I have it, you have it.
That's Charlotte.
My tu casa
That's
and
it.
my casa,
Yeah,
right?
that's
So
it.
that's just,
Yeah.
she's just has the biggest heart.
Yes,
So
she
we
does.
are hosting together with the Deltas. And Girl Led Up, Girls Inc. and My Sister's Keeper is having an event on the 14th at her facility to celebrate the International Day of the Girl Child.
All right, this is your camera.
Okay, all right.
30 seconds.
Yes.
Ready?
Yes, I
Go.
am ready. So on October 14th, we are having the International Day of the Girl Child, and it is a collaboration of a couple of community partners, My Sister's Keeper, the Deltas, Girls Inc., and Girl Led Up Ghana. So we are so important to our community to make sure that girls are celebrated and that they know who they are.
Love it, love it. Tell people where they can get more information.
So you can get more information on our website, and that is at girlsincde.org.
Miss Yolanda. Miss Capeless superhero.
Yes.
We wanna
In
say-
red.
This was
They
amazing.
say, you know, they do say, when you wear red, you mean business.
I know that's right.
That's exactly right. That's the
Right.
power color.
That's
There you
right.
go.
Power
Thank you so
color.
much
Thank
for
you for
coming.
having me.
But before we get out of here,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
50 years of hip hop, Brooklyn style.
We gotta do it. We gotta do it. We gotta do
Come
it.
on.
Absolutely.
Come on.
Absolutely.
What does hip hop mean to you?
Okay, it means everything to me. It was the era where I was sucking on that blow pop, wearing my big earrings,
Right.
and just loving everybody,
Right.
right? Feeling my groove and
Right.
coming into myself. It was amazing.
All right.
Absolutely.
I want to see
amazing.
those pictures.
Okay.
With the
yes.
bamboo earrings.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
The two ponytails, the
What,
apple puffs.
what
Yes.
kind of sneaks did you have on?
I had on Converses, of course.
Okay.
As a Converse girl.
All right, we're going to get out of here. We'll be right back. We got three authors that you do not want to miss. And I'm super excited they're here on the plaza with us because they're going to change some lives this weekend. We're going to make sure we tell you about it. We'll be right back. Good morning, Wilmington.
This girl is on
Fire.
DETV has been Delaware's premium provider of creative digital and broadcasting solutions that bridges communities and connects people. We create great stories for all audiences. We deliver independent news throughout Delaware. We are digital platform innovators. And we develop marketing and sales solutions so you can stay connected to your audience. Now, why do we do what we do here on DETV? We do it because we care. So, keep watching and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Remember, DETV, online, on air, on time.
Still searching for cheap gas prices? Dump the pump and ride DART. You can DART to your destination for only $4 all day. Let DART do the driving while you enjoy our free Wi-Fi available on all buses statewide. While scrolling through your favorite apps, don't forget to download DART's free transit app for real-time bus information and enjoy the convenience of contactless fare payment through DART Pass. So what are you waiting for? Dump the pump and try transit. Visit dartfirststate.com or call 1-800-652-DART.
Government doesn't make a move without an agenda, some type of plan. The problem is we haven't been on the agenda. Sometimes we're overlooked. Sometimes our interests aren't the interest of those in power. I'm your host, Kerwin Gaines, on DETV's new show, The Agenda. We're going to do our best to ensure that you, Delawareans, are knowledgeable about what's going on in the Assembly. Federal government, local government, it doesn't matter. We're going to do our best to ensure that folks that make the agenda on a daily basis have to answer for it. Let them explain what they're doing. If it affects you, it's on the agenda.
Welcome back, everyone. What a show we have going
I'm telling you,
on.
we're celebrating the 50
I
years of
love
hip-hop.
this.
We're
I
celebrating
love the
Girls Inc.
energy. I love everyone
three
that we...
authors. We're like,
Right. We just keep celebrating.
Just keep celebrating.
But last but not least, we have 3 authors in the building. Lisa Ward, I have Jamil Bey, and Olivia Tishaee. Welcome.
Thanks for coming.
Welcome. All right, let's get right into it. Lisa? Do you want to go ahead? I was talking to you before.
Right.
Let's get right into it. Tell us why you're here.
Okay, we're here for
Empowered by Disadvantage.
Okay, let's over her.
Yeah, second edition.
Second edition.
We are ready for our second edition that drops September 30th.
Okay.
We are doing the event release party on Saturday at the 9th Mile Gallery.
Where's that at?
6th to Market.
Right down the street from Queens.
6th to Market.
Okay.
Oh, okay, right across from the coin.
Yes.
Yep.
Got you. Roger that. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And really, this one, I wanted to do a different version because a friend of his in Atlanta read the book and said, hey, I want you in the schools.
Right.
And I didn't want to bring the book just with a book and have and talk about it.
Right.
I wanted interactions. I wanted to give a voice to the voiceless.
Right.
And
don't forget the podcast too, because the podcast actually kind of sparked the interest about Kick and start another book.
Okay.
And then she actually read the book, and she contacted Sis and was like, "Yo, we need to have another book. You need to do da 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 da." She was so amped about it. We need to be in school, so it was like, all right. And when she reached out to her, she's like, all right, it won me over, and then that's how we ended up getting the book.
So how did all 3 of you get together?
Okay, well, for me, I'm actually her business partner with our clothing line, Avaji.
Okay.
And I was actually just around from the first book and read it so many times because it kind of forced you to check yourself and actually hold yourself accountable.
Right.
And from there, with me just being so involved with it, she just reached out to me, and next thing you know, I'm on board.
All right, and how did you come along?
We met about 7 or 8 years ago in the mall, believe it or not.
Okay.
And
yeah, that's where it happens.
That's where it happened. And she came to me about a project that she wanted to do, and I do sign language in church via praise sign language.
Okay.
So I was supposed to interpret some music for her for that, and time had lapsed, and then we ran into each other again at a play that we went to.
I'm pretty sure I haven't know the play.
Yeah.
And she told me about her book signing.
Right.
So I went to her book signing. I was only supposed to be there for about 30 minutes. Somehow I stayed for 3 hours.
Right.
And and that's how that came about.
Right.
So here we are.
And she bought the book, and when she bought the book and read it, we was both bound for a minute because we both had neck surgery.
Right.
And she read the book, and she calls and she says, I really don't like you right now. And I'm like,
What I do.
Yeah.
Right.
And we realized we had a lot in common. Being women who pretty much was a part of the court system about being adopted, also, or not with our biological parents.
Right.
And then also both being violated, as well as women. So when the book came to do the second version, I wanted to expand it. And him being an ex-gang member, and she being a woman who has been through what I've been through, we felt that we can put our stories together.
So let me give you a fun fact. Fun fact is I know sign language too.
Okay.
Just a little bit. It's been
I didn't know that, but a fun fact. I
used to be fluent, but it's been so long. But when you look at the 3 of them, right?
You meet people for a reason.
You meet people for a reason, but this book and the movement that you're about to embark on, they're going to help thousands, if not millions, right? When you inspire,
educate, and even change someone's life.
Right.
Yes. And I think that's what this book is about.
Yeah.
And that's what these three here have come together. And I do believe that you meet people for a reason.
I believe that too.
I do. And it seems like you all met for a reason.
So there's no coincidence.
Right.
What do you want people to take away? Reading the book and then taking this to school.
For me personally, just because something happened to you in your life, that's not the end of the world. Right. If you take that tragedy and throw your life away and say, oh my gosh, you don't know what you can do in the future and how you can impact somebody in the future by telling your story.
Right.
Yes. So just with my story, if I had decided like, I just can't handle this and I want it over, I wouldn't be here now to tell the next female, you got this, we can do this, you just push through.
Yeah.
And thank you for your bravery.
Yeah, thank you.
To tell your story.
Thank you.
Because just like we've been learning today on today's show, because we're always learning something new here at Good Morning Wilmington, and the people that we are so lucky and fortunate to meet, is that it's important to tell your story, because you never know who you're inspiring, who you're saving.
Right.
And the three of you obviously have a purpose.
Thank you.
With this book and the second edition, as I like to say.
Yes.
And this is only the beginning of the next one, I'm assuming.
Yes. The next one is already in the works.
I love that. That's what I love hearing. Continuing to inspire.
Well, you're going to get exclusive information because a lot of people don't know. So after September 30th, when the event is, we actually go on our promotional tour where we're actually doing Barnes & Noble in New Jersey, Philly,
Exton,
that's Philly, and then we're doing Delaware. We will be at Christiana Moore October 22nd.
Excellent.
Y'all moving to shaking.
Yeah, Wells.
Annapolis, Maryland.
Yes,
in February.
Yes, in February. We also are going to, thanks to Tamika Potts,
yes.
who is our business
Tamika.
consultant. She is definitely helping us. We're going to start a nonprofit organization as well, which is for the kids about the Empowered by Disadvantages. And pretty much we wanted to make a difference. And this time, they really encouraged me to keep it. I wasn't going to actually name the second book the same thing. I
ain't give her an option.
I was like, why change
You
something?
give her no option.
I ain't give her
I
an
love
option.
that.
Why change something that's not
There was
option.
something powerful about that name, that title.
Okay, let's break the name down. Break the name of the book down for me. Like, what does it mean?
For me, I think it means different it's different for everybody. But the main thing is empowered. Empowered because when we come from the hood, or we come from the projects, or we have women who have been violated or having a learning disability, trying to find a way to keep going and trying to keep fighting, that is the empowerment. Finding that light in that dark place. And for me, empowered is everything. So you're disadvantaged by advantages. It's finding that, again, the light in that to get through. Kimani Jackson, thank him so much. He's one of your
Thank you, Kimani.
He did the main song called Empowered. You can see it on any stream. And empowered just means everything to me. I don't know about my team.
What about you?
For me, after reading the book, probably about 9 times?
Yes.
The first book. I think
counting.
Yeah, she's up here like, how did you read it again? And then from there, we were doing the editing for the new book. She's like, I don't know how you do it. I'm here like, well, you see me read the last book 9 times. I could do this one 19 times.
I love it.
But I know for me, with seeing the positives out of negatives, I've always been the one to be looking at a glass half full.
Right.
But now, after actually being involved with the book, it took that to another level. Like, not only is the glass only half full, but why not fill it the rest of the way?
Right. I like that.
Focusing on.
I'm gonna take that too. Okay.
I'm gonna get flopping and everything for you. But I just know that between that, then also going getting over obstacles, generational curses. It's always been just one thing after another for me, just to actually just hold myself accountable, teach will also teach myself that every situation is actually just an opportunity.
Yes.
Right.
Everything's a learning situation, and then from there, building off of it. I've also been in habit of doing that from just being a gang counselor and actually just helping out as far as being mentor for youth. So they always say it's always the hardest to go off of your own input in words.
Right.
So from there, with me holding myself accountable and going off of my own input, it actually helped me just build a pattern out of it.
Right. How about you?
For me, it's spiritual. God gave you this life.
Right.
Like He gave you this life. Who are you to take it? It's a gift. And He didn't say it was going to be easy, but He will get you through it.
Right.
And He doesn't give you anything that you can't bear.
Right.
But you have to let Him take that will.
Right.
So.
All right, we done went to church today. All right, this is your camera. Tell people about the event, about the book, the event.
We definitely got to talk about the sponsors real quick.
Go for it. We have
That's very important.
Kip Shudo. Am I saying his last name right? Kip Shudo. I'm sorry.
Kip Shudo.
Sweet Venom. He actually has a clothing line that he is dedicated to his daughter who passed away at 23. It's
Zaire.
amazing. Zaire. It's an amazing clothing line. So by all means, please go onto his website.
We have Aunt Vonda, who is sponsoring some of the food for the event.
Okay.
She's in Newark, Delaware.
Okay.
We also have
True Vast.
True Vast.
Yes.
Who is a digital company. He's from Delaware, but he's in Atlanta.
Okay.
Also, we have Byron, who works with Kip. He produced a track called Pain that Kip will be performing.
Okay.
And pretty much, Senator Hoffner,
Senator Hoffner will be in the
Yes.
event.
Can people get tickets for the event?
Yes.
That's important.
That's
Where
important.
can I get tickets?
Yeah, you can actually go to Eventbrite. You can actually search by Empowered by Disadvantages. If you don't feel like typing, you can just do EBD. I just did a quick search, so that way it could actually come up without you having to type as much.
And if you can't do Eventbrite, you can DM us personally.
Right.
Give them the info.
Yes.
So you can reach me at Olivia Tishaee on Facebook, and that is Tishaee, and Instagram, which is miss.o_78 on Instagram. That's how I can be reached.
And then I'm an official Lisa Ward Speaks, and we do respond quickly and back.
Yes.
But Robert Moore said he's going to be in the building.
Yeah, he was supposed to be here.
Yeah,
he was supposed. I think he was supposed to be here with y'all.
I don't know.
Oh, shout out to Rob Moore. I love Rob. Rob doing his
Rob
thing.
and I are working. We actually working on something. Hopefully.
Yeah.
So.
Oh gosh.
Yes.
Well, y'all, what else aren't y'all working on? Y'all working on everything.
Yes.
They
Are you coming in the building?
Yes, I will be there. Yeah, I will be there. Vincenza's one. She's tied up.
Okay.
I heard
she's always she's tied up.
I know, you know. I've already mentioned.
Yeah, we're there. Wherever I'm at, she at.
Exactly, and
Boom.
we wish you so much luck.
Thank you.
And
so much.
continued success. And again, thank you so much for doing what you're doing.
Thank you so
And
much.
thank you for
Appreciate you.
your transparency,
Yeah.
your honesty,
Yeah.
and showing your whole heart to inspire and change others' lives. So thank you again.
Yeah.
One
Thank you.
thing and I'm out.
Yes.
Please reach out to your schools, reach out to the principals, the directors, everybody.
Yeah,
Get this
superintendents.
book in your schools or in part of your program.
Absolutely.
Because it's going to help change things.
I love it. I love
My
it.
daughter's doing the PowerPoint for it, so
Okay.
yes.
All right, we ready to rock and roll. Oh
Yes.
my gosh. All right, we good, Vincenza?
Oh, what a great show, Ivan. Another phenomenal show.
Yeah.
Inspiring, uplifting.
Yep.
I love it. And learning, always learning something new. But we are so lucky.
But you know what?
We're so lucky here in Wilmington, Delaware.
The biggest thing about this show, right, is when we meet people that learn that have learned over the years to take their pain and turn it into fuel, and then take that fuel and give it back to a community so they can get through it. That's one of the biggest lessons that I'm loving about what we do. And they're giving us airport signs that like bring over
need
time.
to get out of here.
Okay, look, thank you so much. Tell the camera real quick. You got 10 seconds. Tell everybody where they can get tickets and about the. All right, they did it in 5.
Pretty simple.
All right. It's your main man, Big Ivan, talking to town, Mr. DETV, and
Vincenza.
And we'll check you out tomorrow. Tomorrow we have an episode coming up, so make sure you check it out 10 o'clock a.m. on DETVCH.com, the only network in Delaware that's introducing you to the people that you need to know about. All right, I love that. I need to write that down.
Yes.
All right, DETV, we out of here.